Let's go, defense.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
That's caught by Howard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Now Howard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now on second and 13. Mayfield, the 40, the 20. 10 for touchdown, L.A. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing on second and 14. Cousins. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. First carry for Darius Geis. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there.
Check. Protein spill. Check. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Come on.
On third down, Cousins. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Exit. Check 31. Check 31.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Only a yard that time, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Third and goal, this L.A. Rams defense.
Check 25. Check 9. Check 9.
On the ground, Geis, and he's in. Eagles. Darius Geis, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jabal sheared in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up.
Regular.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Check 4, check 4. Hey, 382, late 50.
Now a toss. This is Geis. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, steamer.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check pass. Check pass.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You're not ready. Slam, slam, slam. Quaker Omaha.
Now they'll run it on the toss. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
57 away. Delta.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Check 3.
Run.
First down, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Regular.
Mayfield with it once more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, the killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Mike 50.
On first down, they run with Howard. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Matchbox light.
To throw, Mayfield. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On first down. Howard, he'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Now they try the right side here. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Gun.
57's the mic. 57.
1st down. Here's Cousins. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
X3, 218, chop.
Now a run with Geis. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Through.
First.
57. Mike, 57. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this will be caught at the 30. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Following the interception, Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods. 3rd down here. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Mayfield down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he finds Howard complete. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Check. Two. Slam.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Listen to me.
57 Mike 57.
All day, dog.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
2nd down, Mayfield. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
That's complete to Sharp. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Man left, alert, alert.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mayfield to throw it. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
And they take a knee. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No.